Well, you know what they say, better late than never, right? Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you guys are new here. So for today's video, it's here. It's finally here. You know what they say, better late than never, right? Okay, so for today's video, I will finally be reviewing the new Jaclyn Cosmetics summer collection. We have a highlighter, we have a bronzer, and we have all 6 brand new lip oil shades. You guys want to know what my thoughts are on this? Was this actually worth it? Well, then definitely keep watching. Okay, so if you guys have recently seen, I did an anti-haul not too long ago, and I had talked about how I was not going to get this launch only because I couldn't afford it. Well, as it happens, things just happen to fall into place. So let's rewind the clock for a couple of seconds and let's talk about launch day. So on launch day, I sat at my computer and I was like, I really want it. On launch day, I was like, what if I do this? What if I just buy like a bronzer and I just buy like a highlighter and maybe like a couple lip oils? That way I can justify the purchase without buying every single shade, especially since I already own 4 of the original shades. She launched 10 and I already owned 4 of them. So I was like, okay, what if I just do it like that? So that was what I was going to do. So I picked up a bronzer shade and then I picked up some lip oils, and it cost me $85 for 3 lip oils and a bronzer. And I was like, snatched, we got this. I was so excited because I was like, okay, perfect, this is great. I didn't break the bank doing this. So easy. I got the shade Bubble Drip, Honey Drip, and Maple Drip for the initial launch with the vitamin D bronzer right over here, and I was like, okay, this is perfect. Well then, guys, I feel like luck fell on top of me. Like I feel like it really just fell on top of me. Well then, right after that, I did the Lilo & Stitch PR unboxing, and I remember being in that video saying, wow, like I spent $75 on this collection and I didn't get like up the makeup bag, I didn't get the brush set, but it still cost me $75. And then I randomly got a $30 Ulta gift card, and I was like, why did I get an Ulta gift card? I thought it was spam. I legit thought it was spam, to the point that I was on phone with customer service asking why they're sending out phishing emails. I legit thought it was a perfect phishing email, just trying to get my account information. And they were like, what are you talking about, you crazy lunatic? And I was like, there's a gift card. Who sent me a gift card? Well, come to find out, technically the PR box is supposed to come with a bag and the brush set. So because it didn't come with that, Ulta actually gave out everybody who bought the PR box a $30 gift card. And I was like, a $30 gift card, and I have points, and there's Afterpay. So with that said, so when Jaclyn Cosmetics launched on Ulta that Sunday, I actually picked up the iced highlighter, and I picked up Petal Drip, Berry Drip, and Violet Drip. I used my gift card, I used my points, and all I had to do is pay $12.85 for shipping and handling. And everything finally got delivered. Let me tell you, it took forever for Jaclyn Cosmetics to ship. I don't know what happened, but it finally arrived today. This has already been sitting at my house now for about a week. Ulta got it fast. Ulta delivered it to me within 2 or 3 days of ordering. Jaclyn Cosmetics did take a little bit while to come in. I don't really know what happened there. I didn't pay for express shipping. I paid for normal shipping this time, but it did take a little bit longer, which is okay. Like, I don't mind. So with that said, guys, somehow we made this work. A miracle finally happened. I have a new bronzer, a new highlighter, and all 6 new lip oil shades to try out for you guys. I do have the original 4 sitting in front of me, so I'll just swatch those one as well as comparison, because those did relaunch with the new summer collection. But I really was focused on buying the new colors because I really wanted to try them out. And I know that so many people did wonderful videos on them already. My friend Paige did a beautiful video. She's the one that kind of helped me pick out the shade. It's like, okay, let me see what I want to get, because like her and I have very similar like skin complexion. I want to make sure that like what her bronzer shade was, that was my bronzer shade. So I was like, and I was like literally on the app going, okay, she said vitamin D. So with that said, guys, we're gonna go ahead and get this review started. It has been long awaited. So many of you guys have requested to me review this, and it's here. It's finally here. So okay, so first things first, my face is lacking. It does not have the bronzer. It feels so weird not to have bronzer and blush on. I feel very, very pale right now. But I'm so excited because we have the new Vitamin D bronzer right here. This is the only shade I got. I wasn't exactly sure what my shade would be. I just kind of based it off what Paige's is. So let's take a look at it. So first off, this is the outside packaging right here. This is a lot bigger than what I expected. I don't know, for some reason I thought this was gonna be smaller, but this was a lot bigger. I really do like the component. I think it's super cute. I think it's gonna fit into my collection very beautifully. And I really like the fact that she kind of kept up with the rose gold theme, because her highlighters in the rose gold, and like all the other boxes, like her blush and bronzer duos are in, like her blush and bronzer duos are in the rose gold packaging. Her individual highlighters in the rose gold packaging. Like she really kind of kept it cohesive with her brand, which I really do appreciate. And I will kind of swatch this in comparison to the one that she has right here to really try it out. So let's see. This was supposed to smell like toffee nut, and my favorite coffee from Starbucks is an iced grande triple toffee nut latte with soy milk. That is my go-to order. And then when it's August like 26, it's iced grande triple pumpkin spice latte, 3 pumps pumpkin, 1 pump toffee nut. We're not gonna judge. So oh my god, that smells just like my coffee. That smells so fucking good. I wonder if it tastes as good. Oh my god. Wait. Okay, it tastes kind of powdery. Other than that, it doesn't have too, I kind of say my tongue. Other than that, it doesn't have too much of a taste. It tastes a little powdery, but it doesn't taste like coffee. There's like this one like Too Faced product that's like a coconut bronze, like a chocolate bronzer, and it like literally tastes like chocolate. So I was kind of hoping this would be the same thing, but it's not. So here we have this really good smelling bronzer. Holy crap, this makes me want to have coffee so bad. I just want to stick a candle in it and then just start to burn it around the house, because oh, it smells incredible. So here we have, this is the Vitamin D bronzer. I'm actually going to take it on my hand. I hope this is the right shade for me, otherwise that's gonna really suck. Now the reason I got this one is because this one's supposed to have like a neutral undertone from like what I saw from Paige's video. So here we have the bronzer. I definitely feel like this can definitely fit my complexion, but I wanted to compare it to my favorite bronzer from Jaclyn Cosmetics, which is the bronzer and blush duo right here. This is in the Warm Flush Golden Goddess. I loved this bronzer so much. I'm gonna take it on my finger as well, and I'm gonna kind of swatch it like in comparison. So here we have the new Jaclyn Cosmetics bronzer, and here we have her baked bronzer right there. So you can definitely see there's a little bit different in terms of like colors. I will say, swatching this one is a little bit rougher to the touch. Like this one feels just a little bit rougher, and her baked bronzer just feels a lot softer and more just soft. Like it definitely feels it's like a lot softer, but I think this one definitely is lighter in pigment compared to this one. I think this one is definitely more of like a full pigmented bronzer. So I'm going to take my Lunar Beauty brush right here, and we're going to dip it and we're going to start to apply it to the face. I'm so curious. I should probably zoom you guys in. I feel like I'm gonna zoom you guys in. The way that this is making me crave coffee right now. Man, if it didn't look inappropriate, I would take this and I would just smother this under my nose and just be smelling it all day. Okay, so we're gonna go in my Luna Beauty brush. We're gonna tap this in, and we're gonna start to just put this right here. See if I can like, I had no idea my dog was in here. Start to put this right here. See how well this lays out on the skin. Okay, so first off, this is actually really, really pretty. It's very pretty. It's really, really easy to apply, and it's blending out very beautifully, and I definitely think this is like the perfect shade for me. I wonder if it says in the back what color this is. This is a neutral golden bronzer, so I definitely think this definitely fits my skin complexion very well. If you guys don't know what my skin complexion is, I am a light medium with a neutral undertone. That is like what I go for, and I would say this is laying down very, very beautifully. I think the difference between this and the Jaclyn Cosmetics baked bronzer is the fact that that bronzer is very, very, very light, and you do kind of have to build that one up because it is a baked formula, but it's so beautiful and so seamless. So I feel like that's kind of the only difference between the two. Other than that, I think this is a really beautiful bronzer. I think it's definitely giving me that really bronzy summer look, which is something that I look forward to in terms of a bronzer. I want to feel like very just like snatched and beautiful. A little bit of it and go down my nose. It has a mirror right here, so let's try this out. Let's go down the nose. Very, very lightly. I only ever like contour the nose with powder because I am so oily that a lot of times a cream bronzer will actually end up pulling apart my foundation throughout the day. So it's just so much easier to go on with a powdered bronzer, because then I could also take like setting, because then I can also set it with powder later on. So okay, so far this is looking really, really nice. Now the next product we have is the iced highlighter right here. This is a creamy yet bouncy highlighter that melts into the skin for a reflective glow. And if you guys know me, you guys know that my favorite highlighter in the world is the Jaclyn Cosmetics iced highlighter. That is the best highlighter in my opinion. I still do have the individual box, but I'm gonna go ahead and pull out my one right here because this one is just more, and this one is just faster in my reach. So here is the iced highlighter right there. Now I'm gonna go ahead and swatch this on my hand so you guys can see what the ice one. Now this is the shade Ice. This is the OG. This is the OG highlighter right here. Now let's take the reflective putty highlighter. So this is how this one looks. Super, super beautiful. And oh my gosh, guys, this is so creamy. Holy crap. So there is the powdered, so there is the iced highlighter, and this is the iced putty highlighter. So you guys can definitely see there's a huge difference between the two. This one's more creamy. This one's more creamy and this one's a little bit more powdery. This might be more of an everyday use for me compared to this one because this one is just too much of a high shine. And I feel like especially during the summer with it being so hot outside, my oil will definitely seep through a lot faster, and this would just kind of accentuate the oil more than this one will. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on my face, but first I'm gonna let my dog out because he is crying to get out because daddy's home. Ooh, look at that shine. Now, I had no doubt this was going to give me high shine because I have her original putty highlighter. This is in the shade Glaze. I got this last year during her summer launch, and this thing is so highly pigmented. It just makes you look so wet. Like you just have that beautiful wet glow, kind of like you just stepped out of the pool, or you put on some like baby oil, or you have that nice sweaty glisten. This is the type of highlighter this is the type of glow that this gives, that sweaty, wet, glistening highlighter glow. And for me, I don't mind it at all. I think it's so pretty. So I kind of want to see what this shade compares to the Glaze shade. So here is the Glaze from last year. So here we have the shade Glazed, and here we have the shade Iced right here, kind of very similar. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch this on my finger right here, and then I'm gonna put this right under there. So that is the shade Iced, the powder version, Iced, the putty version, and Glazed right here. This is just a little bit more pinkier than this one right here. These are so, so beautiful. The formula on this reminds me so much of the ColourPop Super Shock Cheeks. Like that is exactly how this feels. It's like a ColourPop Super Shock Super Shock Cheek. My favorite shade from them is the shade Flex Steering, and this reminds me of it so, so much. Okay, so last but not least, we do have the new lip oils right here. Like I said, I do have all brand new 6 shades right here. I will go ahead and swatch all of them for you guys because I do know that they have every single shade available. I also have mine right over here, so we're gonna go ahead and swatch every single shade. I'm going to swatch the old ones first, followed by the new ones. Okay, so right here we do have the shade Crystal Drip, and it's just a beautiful clear lip oil. Now, I'm going to go ahead and answer this question now because I know everybody's going to ask me, how does this compare to the Lunar Beauty lip oil? If I'm going to be completely honest with you, I love both formulas. Like Jaclyn's has a little bit more of a thicker texture, and it does have just a tiny, tiny bit of tackiness to it. At least I can feel the tackiness. It has a very, very high shine, and this is also extremely hydrating. But I will say that I still, out of the two, do prefer Lunar Beauty's just a little bit more because of the fact that that one just feels lighter and a little bit more hydrating. This one, I think, will have a little bit more of a longevity. This one will have a longer longevity compared to Lunar Beauty. With the way that Lunar Beauty's is, it's extremely hydrating. It also is extremely hydrating, extremely high shine. But the difference between the two is that one isn't as thick as the one that Jaclyn Cosmetics is. So I think this one is definitely going to have a little bit longer of a longevity compared to Lunar Beauty because this one's going to have a little bit more of a grip. It has a little bit of a thicker product, so it's not going to move as easily as Lunar Beauty does. But if I had to compare the two, I still would pick Lunar Beauty over Jaclyn Cosmetics just because I love that formula just a little bit more. At the end of the day, both are great lip oils. So here we do have the shade Crystal Drip. Okay, so right here we do have this shade Rose Drip, and again, this is part of the OG launch. This one has just barely a tint to it. It's a little bit more on the very light sheer pink side. You can see right here where there definitely is just a little bit of a sheer tint to it, but on the lips it kind of looks just very similar to me as Crystal Drip, just because they're very similar in like shade comparison. This just kind of makes my lips look a little bit pale pink, but still very beautiful on its own. Okay, so right here we do have this shade Ruby Drip. You guys can see where it definitely is just a little bit deeper than that first two shades. It definitely adds a little bit more of a hue to my lips, red-orange undertone to it. This one's really pretty. This is the one that I tend to go to the most because it definitely does give me that pigment that I'm looking for. And I just feel very comfortable in this lip by itself, because typically I like to have a little bit of color on my lips. But this one is really beautiful all by itself, and it's been one of my favorite ones from her OG launch. Okay, last but not least, from the OG launch, we do have this shade Candy Drip right here. Now this definitely has a very nice undertone to it. It's very pinky. I tend to put this a lot on like a pinky lip whenever I'm doing like a Laura Lee Los Angeles lip combo. This is the gloss I tend to put on top of it because it just looks so beautiful. It really helps to enhance those like pink tones. And I also tend to wear this one with Be Brave and Confidence in the Jaclyn Cosmetics line. So here we have the Candy Drip. So now to move on to the new lip oils. Okay, so right here we do have the shade Bubble Drip. This is very pale pink. This was one of the first shades to sell out during launch. Everything, by the way, is restocked right now. It's on Ulta's website and Jaclyn Cosmetics website. But initially on launch day, this was one of the first shades to sell out, which is shade Bubble Drip. It is very pretty. It's definitely very like sheer pale pink. Not necessarily something I would wear by itself because it's a little bit too pale for me. I definitely would have to wear this on top of a liquid lip or a deeper lip liner to help to bring out the color, just because I don't like my lips looking a bit too pale like this, but it still really is a beautiful color. But here is the shade Bubble Drip. Okay, so next we have the shade Honey Drip, which is going to be the shade right here. This does not look that much different from Bubble Drip. Like honestly, it looks different in the tubing, but physically on the lips, I really don't see too much of a difference. This was the shade I was really looking forward to. This one, Petal Drip and Maple Drip, are the three shades I was definitely looking forward to the most. I definitely feel like this is really pretty. I wouldn't wear this one by itself. Again, I want to have a little bit more of a pigment to it, a little bit more of a color to it, but I think this will look really beautiful on top of like a neutral lip. Like whenever I do like my Lunar Beauty lip combo or my famous Jaclyn Cosmetics lip combo, I think this would be really perfect addition to it. I just definitely wouldn't wear this one by itself because it definitely is more of that pale nude shade. I just thought it was like really pretty and thought it'd be a beautiful topper on top of those lip shades. But this is the shade Honey Drip. So right here we do have the shade Petal Drip, which is the shade that I was looking forward to the most because it's very beautiful. It definitely seems like it's right up my alley in terms of like color scheme. I remember when Jaclyn did her Everyday Current routine, she actually rocked the Petal Drip shade, which is the shade I wanted the most, and I actually recreated that look, and I was just like, I need that lip oil. But here we have the shade Petal Drip. Very beautiful. I can definitely see myself wearing this one by itself. It is absolutely stunning. Okay, so next we do have the shade Maple Drip right here, which is going to be this shade right here, which definitely has a little bit like slight little bit undertone of like orange and brown. And again, this is another shade that I was eagerly looking forward to because this would pair so well with my fall neutral lip. If you guys don't know what that is the shade Toasty Lip Liner, Be Bold, Gratitude, and Oh Hi. Or a lot of times I'll take away Oh Hi and just have Toasty, Be Bold, and Gratitude from the Jaclyn Cosmetics lip liner and liquid lip line. And this would be a great addition to it because it does have a little bit of an orange and brown undertone. Very beautiful. Again, a shade that I would wear absolutely by itself. So this is the shade Maple Drip. Okay, so next we do have the shade Berry Drip, which is going to be this shade right here. Again, these kind of sheer themselves out. These have a little tiny bit of pigmentation. I wish they definitely had more pigmentation to them because there are different shades in her line. I wish I can see this a little bit more. I think this would definitely pair well with any sort of berry tone lip that you may have or any sort of pinky, purpley tone lip you may have. I think this would be a great topper on top of it. It also looks very beautiful by itself because it does have that slight pink purple shift to it, but it isn't as pigmented as I want it to be, but it's still really beautiful. So here is the shade Berry Drip. And last but not least, we do have this shade Violet Drip right here. Again, I don't really see too much of a difference between the shades other than just slight undertones. Like when I look right here, I can see a little bit pinky, a little bit purpley. Again, this would be a shade that I can wear perfectly on its own because it does have a darker pigment compared to the rest, but I definitely think it isn't as pigmented as I want it to be. But it is really beautiful. I do like how it looks, and again, this will pair well beautifully with any dark tone lip that you wear. You can even wear this on a light tone lip. I just think that this will look beautiful beautiful. Like any sort of reds and purple liquid lips you might wear underneath this, I think it'll look really beautiful with that. I think it complemented very, very well. So here is the shade Violet Drip. Now, to wear it how I would actually wear it in real life, I'm going to go in with my Jaclyn Cosmetics Bourbon Liner. We're going to line the lips, and then I'm going to put a lip oil on top. This is exactly what I would do if I was going out. All right, now that's on, I'm going to take the shade Petal Drip, and I'll put that right on top. Ooh, that looks so pretty. Okay, so this is the final look. So what are my thoughts on the new Jaclyn Cosmetics Warmth, Depth, and Shine Summer Collection? Well, first off, we do have her bronzer right here, and I have to say it smells exactly how she described it, with like that toffee nut coffee undernote. It is truly incredible. I love the way that it looks on the face. It is very, very bronzy. It definitely had a little bit more pigmentation than her baked bronzers right here. Both are great formulas. Honestly, I couldn't tell you which one to get more because I really do enjoy both formulas. I just think with this one, you're definitely gonna have a little bit more pigmentation to it, but they both blended very, very easily. It just depends on what you're looking for. I got the shade Vitamin D. I definitely think this pressed bronzer was worth it. I love the outside packaging. I love the way it smells, and I love the way that it applies to the face. And now I have a bronzer to take with me to Texas next week, because I was like, oh my god, I can't bring the Lunar Beauty Outer Dimension palette because it won't fit my makeup bag, but now I have one to go with it, so that makes me super excited. Also, we have the new Iced Putty Highlighters. Now, I knew I was going to like this one because I loved her glaze one from last year, so I knew I was going to absolutely love this one. Will I wear this one every single day? No, because it just is a little blinding. It's really kind of in your face, and this is something I'd want to wear like if I'm going to go to the beach, the pool, and I want to wear any makeup, or I really want to have that wet, high shine look. This is definitely the one to go for. This is truly beautiful. I love the way the ice looks. I love the way my face is looking right now. It's very, very glowy, very, very high shine. It looks like I am beaming to the aliens above. I love the way that this looks on the face, but I will definitely say that it is going to accentuate my oil like there's no tomorrow, and it definitely will accentuate my pores because I have very, very large pores, and usually highlighters like this tend to accentuate the pores, but I don't care because it's such a great formula. This is definitely well worth it. Then we do have all the lip oils right here. So I do have every single shades. I have the ones from last year plus the new ones that I got this year. These do retail for $20 a piece. They are a little expensive for the amount of product that you get, but they are very, very lovely. They're very comfortable on the lips. They do have a little bit of a thickness to them, so it really helps to latch on and stay a lot longer than a typical lip oil would, so I really do appreciate that. The only thing I will say is I just wish there was some more pigmentation to the colors. They look beautiful in the packaging. They look beautiful in the packaging, but when you apply it to the lip, it isn't as pigmented as I want it to be. I just wish there was a little bit more pigmentation to it. Other than that, I think these are absolutely incredible. I love the way they feel. I love the way they look. It's why I didn't try to use mine this past year, because I was like, no, because this one right here, the crystal one, like if it wasn't the applicator, there really isn't too much left. And I was like, no, I can't run out because I do really love her lip oils. So at the end of the day, I originally said I was not going to get this collection, but the way that luck turned out, I am so happy that I did. It's a wonderful collection. I think it's perfect for the summer season. I do want to let you guys know that you guys can go get this right now at Ulta. You can find it in stores and online. You guys can use your points the same way I did. You guys can also find it on Jaclyn Cosmetics website, and right now they're doing, if you buy 3 items, you can use the discount code SHINE and it'll take 10% off your order. So instead of these being like $20 a piece, that actually makes them $18 a piece, which I do think is really fantastic. They are doing that sale, and they also offer Afterpay as well. So yeah, guys, I am very glad that I got this. I think this is definitely well worth it. I'm just so sorry that I'm late to the party. I know I'm late. I'm so sorry, but better late than never. Also, I just want to let you guys know that I am live streaming tonight. Me and Corey are playing Fall Guys with some Fortnite. We go live tonight at 7 p.m. so just in a couple hours. I really do hope to see you guys there. This will probably be my last stream on my main channel. You guys will see why. I'll just tell you anyway. Pretty much last time I've been live streaming on my channel, I lost 100 subscribers because people were mad that I was live streaming for some reason, but then they all kind of came back. I don't know, it's so weird. I lost 100 for live streaming, but then now I gained them back. YouTube is bizarre to me. But I was honestly thinking about starting to live stream on our Florida Life channel because I really want to do more stuff over there as well. So I'm going to live stream tonight on my main channel, but I think going forward I'll be live streaming on our Florida Life channel as well. So yeah, hope to see you guys there. So that is it for today's video, guys. If you guys enjoyed it, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already. So to post 4 to 5 videos a week. Make sure you guys head over to my other channels, R for the Life, where you guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures, my amazing husband Corey, and as always, a huge thank you goes to all these beautiful, wonderful paid members you guys see right here. Thank you guys so much for everything, and to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, you guys did not subscribe, either way, thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, guys, I love you, and I'll see you guys in the very next video. Bye. I really wanted, and I was like, okay, what if I don't buy the entire like lip stuff? Like, what if I don't buy the entire lip stuff? Then maybe I can, like, you know, get away with. I was like, what if I don't buy the entire lip launch? I was like, okay. And it cost me $85 for 3 or it cost. I ended up when at auction. So that said, on launch day when so with that said, when so with, oh my god, I cannot talk. So with that, so then when launch day happened with a bit more of like a ready, or like a ready, like a little bit more like a bubble. But here's the shade, which is my fall neutral lip, which is my go-to combination for my fall. Like I said, I have every single shade.